see, when you are not earning with your hard earn, you will not know the value. When it comes to habits, I mean, for people that are in genuine relationship, not this Yahoo relationship.
Is not
genuine friendship and relationship. I beg. Genuine friendship and relationship. You need to talk about your habits. Me, everybody know. Smell nice.
You have to. You don't even have, it doesn't have to be a personal one. If you want to smell nice, if you don't want to smell nice for your sake, smell nice for the sake
Even
of
if
the
it's
other
armpit
person.
spray, even if it's not
Christ's
roll on,
sake.
armpit spray, just spray it. Enjoy. Don't come and be smelling like
That's another one.
like sports fish.
I'm
I'll be
telling
sports pomo.
You know.
I want you to become that same. That rest small. You must rest.
Hi lovers, it's another day on Eve's Desire by Tiwa Says. And like you already know, we discuss all issues on relationships. And today we're going to be talking about having difficult conversations in a relationship. And I said we because I have a guest in the house with me. So I'm going to let my guest introduce herself. Introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Joy Olorushola. Come to the show.
So, like you heard, her name is Joy. And today we are just going to start off on difficult conversations. What is a difficult conversation, really? And I'm talking in context of being in a relationship. What do you think is a difficult, or what are the things that, we can call difficult conversations? What conversations are those?
Thank you. So, in the relationship world, I think difficult conversations are between, of course, a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or between a fiancé and a fiancée. These are conversations that are likely not to be brought up during dating or courtship, or maybe the male part feels like if he brings it up, the other gender would not be comfortable with the conversation. So I feel like this is what I know, or I think is a difficult conversation. Not able to bring up questions that are even supposed to be spoken about in the relationship.
Okay, that's fine. But I want your take. What do you consider as a difficult conversation in a relationship? Or what are those things that you think is difficult to talk about with your significant other?
Okay, there are a lot of things that I feel like they are difficult to talk about in the relationship. One, most important, is the sex part.
Yeah.
So, money. Who does not fight in a relationship about money? Mm-hmm. 3, I would say upbringing. Okay. And 4, I would say talking about the family relatives.
Okay.
Then I think the last one should be your past relationship, talking about your past relationship, the trauma you had from your past relationship and all. So yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start from sex. You said sex, and that is, of course, that is very important. And of course, you know that Eve's Desire by Tiwa Says we talk all things sex here. So how is sex a difficult conversation? I understand that, I don't know why people shy away from sex, because everybody has sex, whether you are having sex with your partner, you are doing friends with benefits, people are having sex every day, everywhere, anyhow. So I wonder why it's always a difficult thing to talk about, or why people shy away from it and all that. So if we're talking about sex as a difficult conversation to have with your partner, in what way? How is it difficult? Like, in what regard? Like, just sex? Oh, they are having sex, so why is sex a difficult question? So what makes it a difficult question, or what aspect of sex?
I mean, sex is practically a very difficult conversation to have in a relationship, because not everybody has the mind to say, "Hi babe, can we have sex tonight?" It looks like a very difficult word to say. That the word sex, I mean, that 3-letter words, it can be very difficult to pronounce for some people. Because practically you cannot just walk out to me and say, "Babe, are we having sex tonight?" And
Why not?
I'll be like, because I mean the word sex at times it sounds sweet, and at times it can just sound so annoying. And I'm like, why would you use the word sex? Like, can't you just go through other ways? Maybe like you touch me and I'm like, okay, my instincts they tell me, okay, there's going to be something that will happen after this whole touching. But you coming plain to me and telling me we're having sex or can we have sex? I feel like that word is not just.
Okay, so that you're talking in the man to the woman now.
Yes.
You're talking about the man just saying that, oh, can we have sex? You know, not the other way around, not the woman.
Even the same way, there are some guys that would also feel like, man, that girl was so plain. She just came and said, can we have sex?
But I thought men like women who are upfront.
Some men are really shy using the word sex. Yes. Some men are just feel like, she was just so plain. She was just, oh, lale. Can we have sex?
That's interesting. I would have thought that men like women, you know, to ask for sex or to be upfront about it or to just go ahead and not feel any shame towards it. So I also think that sex can become a difficult conversation between partners when it involves satisfaction. And what I mean by satisfaction is if either of the partners is not satisfied with the sex, you know, between them, the sex experience between them. I think that is a very, very common, difficult conversation because especially for the woman, you know, she wouldn't want to tell her partner that, oh, you're not getting it right. Like, I'm not enjoying the sex, or I'm not satisfied, or I even want more. You know, most women are not brave enough. Yes, they don't want to. So that's a difficult conversation to have with your partner. You know, because most women don't just want to, or even coming. You know, most women don't come by penetration, and they need extra stimulation on their clitoris or something, but they cannot tell their partner.
But then I feel like that is where knowing love language should come in when it comes to satisfaction. You know, I feel like, yes, it's difficult to tell your partner, oh babe, I'm not satisfied. But then that is where you knowing your partner love language should come in.
Yes, but you know, knowing love language is different from knowing how your partner's body works.
That's why you have to know her home spot and her off spot.
Exactly. But then if you don't, if she doesn't tell you, because let's face it, sometimes you can't discover all.
Yeah.
Except you can't discover except she tells you that you know, I like you touching behind my ears or kissing behind my ears. That gets me off and all that. You can't just assume because you know people have different pleasure points in their body. You know, so if you know, that's a good thing. If you know, so you go straight to that and you do that. But then not all women tell their man that, oh, I like you, or when you are touching me, don't go too fast, don't go too slow.
I like that. Maintain
it this
20%
way, you know. They just
that we are so blunt like that. They'll tell you, oh, touch this part. But then 80% of women,
80% of women will not.
For that 87 is like let's say 95.
And I think
you.
When it comes to sex, I think that mindset came from the fact that society, you know, I would say society, you know, social conditioning. We believe that sex is for the man. You know, sex, the pleasure is to the man. Yes, like the woman is like this, the toy. Like, so you're supposed to pleasure your man. Nobody's thinking about the woman's pleasure, and that is a faux pas because pleasure is for both sexes, for everybody. As the man is receiving pleasure, the woman should also
have to satisfy.
Exactly, she should be receiving pleasure. It's not that she is giving pleasure and she should not receive. So most women still have this wrong mindset in their head that they are just supposed to give pleasure and not receive
in return.
Exactly. So they would rather keep quiet as long as the man is coming. You know, they just keep quiet, and even if when asked that have you come, they say yes, I've come, and it's really
very difficult.
It's really because I feel that the women are just cheating themselves. You know, in this day and age, you
have flesh.
Yeah, you have a right to your pleasure. Women have a right to their pleasure, and you should not feel ashamed or shy to, you know, to ask for pleasure and to receive that pleasure. So sex is a difficult conversation on that part.
Like, for a woman to be able to speak out to her partner like, babes, I'm not satisfied. That's another place for communication.
Yes, communication is great. I always advocate for communication. Communication
That's
all the way.
Because if you guys do not have this very good and solid communication level, the baby will not be able to speak out to.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
that's another place for communication.
Yes, communication is great. You have to have you have to have conversations and communicate regularly.
Yes.
You know, regularly. And I'm not even just talking surface level conversations or communication. Deep, you have to have deep conversations. You know, so that's where bonding comes in, and then that's where you are able to know each other.
Yes.
You know, even sign language, even if I blink, you already know what I mean.
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
that, you know? That's where that comes in. So sex is a difficult conversation to have between partners. And then you also said money. Okay, so when does money become a difficult conversation? Let's take a marriage, for instance. I know that money creates a lot of problems in marriages, in situations where, okay, maybe spouses don't tell each other the
salary amount.
Yes, what they are earning, or they feel like it still boils down to salary, or they feel like, oh, this person is earning more but is not doing as much, or the woman is earning more than the man. You know,
but the woman is any more than the man.
It's a big issue. But then the man is the one carrying, you know, all the responsibilities and doing all that. So what's your take on money and difficult conversation? How does money become a difficult conversation?
Yeah, like you have said, not being able to open up to partners that I receive $150, you are receiving $200 and all, and you know the woman is saying your money is our money, my money is my money, and you know
what?
I know the man will be like, why is my own money your money? Okay, write out your list, let me see. And you know when the lady writes out her list and is giving like $200, I'm like, I don't have this kind of money to give me. And you're like, why won't you have? I know the end of the home, I know my boyfriend, I know my this, my that. You know, it's very, very difficult to talk about, and that is why you see most men, they will not even tell you to write out your items or your needs anymore. They just send you one account.
That's
enough. It is not enough. Don't bring it to my table. Yes. So you have to manage it. So, and you know, when you are already sent, when money has been sent to you already, you will know to say, the money you gave me is not enough for.
But if it's not enough,
if it's not enough, it's not enough. Yeah.
Well, I understand that for the times that we are in now, because things are really difficult these days, you know. And then you go to the market today, and when you go tomorrow, it's a different ballgame entirely. So I understand that point, but I still believe that, like you said, the man is the head of the house. You know, that is what we are. The man is the head, and then you get married. It's the man that marries the woman. So you are the one going to carry the girl or the woman from her parents' house, and you have brought her to your own house. So you cannot bring her to your own house to come and suffer. You are the man, you are the head. So you're supposed to take care of the family, so to say. And then when kids start coming in and all that, so there's a place of the man. He's the head, and he should act as the head and be the head. You know. So take care of the woman. I am of the opinion that, you know, even if the woman is working and the man is working, the man should still provide. When I see as a woman there's a lapse somewhere, I can now fit in. Yes, that okay, darling, don't worry, I'll do this, I'll do that.
It's not all men that like their woman supporting.
They are not ready then. If you don't want your woman to support, then you support fully.
Because there are some men that will be like, if she's already supporting, she will want to be taking the ego and every other thing.
Yes, those are men who have ego issues. You know, that's an inferiority complex. You know, that is it. And then I know there are also men who say, these days especially because of the situation of the country, men these days are always asking, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? When a man is asking you what do you bring to the table, he does not have enough. When a man has enough, there's no table. He will provide. He will just provide for you. But when in a situation where, you know, things are really, he doesn't have as much, he doesn't have enough, you know, that's when you now say, what do you bring to it? And I don't think that's a conversation to have.
Yeah.
When it gets to the point that, things are becoming difficult, or like it is these days that, everyone is struggling and all that, just have a conversation with your woman.
Exactly.
That, babe, man, let's do it this way. Things are hard. Okay, can you support me? Because that's what she is. She's a support. Can you support me this way? And then, so okay, babe, I'll try. Okay, I'll do this, you do this, and then there's no fight. And then the head still remains on the neck. There's nobody struggling here.
This is our agenda. There are some women that they want the money. Even after the man sits one-on-one with them, you know that they would not, how will I put it? They will tell the man that, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have that. There are some women that will still, even after the solemn conversation between the both of them, they will still.
Yeah, I understand that there are some women like that. I've even seen cases of some women like that.
Money self is number one.
Yes,
number one very difficult.
I've seen cases like that. Some women will have money and their children, will be sent home from school because they've not paid their children, and they will sit down with them. And they'll be waiting for daddy. It's when he has the money. But you know what I think? In situations like that, it's not something that just happens. I think there's a backstory. So in that kind of situation, it is possible that maybe the man has done something to the woman. Maybe there's some kind of conflict or resentment going on, or maybe the man once had money and he did not spend it properly, or he did not take care of her, or he did not give her, So the woman will be like, oh no, you're not touching my own money. Or maybe she's given him money in the past and he didn't use it well, or she borrowed him and he didn't give her. I'm sure in cases like that, there's always a backstory that something happened to cause that.
Yes, I admit to that.
Yeah. So money is a difficult. Okay, we talked about money and we talked in the context of marriage. Yes. That is in the context. So when it's a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, how does money apply here? How is money a difficult conversation?
In this era of relationship, let me put it like that. In this era of relationship where I'm sorry, I'm going to use the word, where this Gen Zs believe that my boyfriend will cater for me and every other thing,
buy my pants.
Exactly, because I was going to say that where we were growing up, we did not have, we're not opportune to say, my man gets me my hair, my man gets me my bra, my man does this and that. Man, you have to sit your house down and work. When you work, it's when you're not collecting your money, say, can I buy this? Can I buy that? But then in this area, I tell you, you want to go and buy this, you are seeing this particular girl with a man saying, babe, pick anything you want, I'm going to pay. So the lady is already entitled to the man giving her everything. In fact, what I'm sorry, but then what her parents can never give to her is
most
what
of the time, of course, yes,
entitled to as the man. And now when the man will now stop giving her stuff, she'll be like, oh, he thought I was in love with him because of his money and everything. And I've seen situations where, in fact, recently I was in a gathering and somebody was saying that, oh, this guy is and I'm sorry, but then these two people are not Gen Z. These people I'm about to talk about, they are not even Gen Z. They are the males. And somebody now said, oh, this lady, she's in love with this guy because of his money. And because this guy is a tech guy. So tech guys now, obviously we say tech guys are rich. So the guy is a tech guy and the lady is just a normal business lady. I'm like, oh, she's in love with him because of her money. And I had to speak out like, excuse me, every lady you see it's not after money. Yes, money is paramount, I agree. But I'm so sure that this lady in particular is not after this guy's money, because look at, and again I'm like, look at the lady now. Everybody, we can all see the lady. Imagine, tell me, so this lady cannot cater for herself. So I feel like in this era whereby they are all entitled to, my man does this, my man does that, I'm using the latest iPhone by my man this, my man. I'm like, we grew up, and that we even grew up in the front corner of our house. I grew up in the front corner of my house, my siblings and my parents inside the house. You dare not step out. That's my own kind of upbringing. And now I'm seeing these girls of 17 going out, staying 2 nights outside their house. And you will now come back with this same money we're talking about, and your parents will now say, kilo rabo. Imagine, while I was growing up, in fact, my father knew all the colors of my pants. You cannot bring that one extra pants. You cannot bring that one yellow. My mom be like, How? Why did you move from Elano? Yellow. So how come, But they,
even pencil, like small.
Exactly.
You go to school, you come back and bring another color.
In fact, in my house we use big. Big. So if you come in with another kind of pen. But we had this question, we had this fear.
Exactly.
While growing up, that our own thing belongs to us.
Exactly.
Other people think belongs to us. Except you don't want to free will give it to us.
Exactly.
Do you get? So money is one thing I feel like it's very difficult because a side is entitled to your money, or a side feels like she's entitled or is entitled to it, while the other feels like no, you cannot just be entitled to it. You have to have something doing to be able to say, okay, this is my money, this is our money. Do you get? So I feel like in this era, we really need to educate especially our own gender on telling me that it's not can be very complicated for into relationship, but they don't make it an important thing to always fight over about. Yeah, it's very difficult because the man can feel like I don't want to tell her that I don't have money. So it will go extra now, trying to satisfy her, and you'll be like, yes, he's my boyfriend now, so let him go miles for me. No, we should be able to help each other because we are helpmates and we know we are partners. So yeah, so that's one thing. Like money, very difficult.
Okay, so talking about money, don't you think that is the men that enabled this behavior? I think that there are, especially these days with the era of Yahoo boys and all that, those they are ready to do anything, to buy anything, even so I feel like they enabled these young girls, enabled them to think that I can buy you anything, I can buy you everything, you don't need to do this,
so when
you
it
don't
comes
need
to
do
the
that.
Yahoo boys, I beg, I just wash my hand.
Why are you washing your
I
hands?
just wash my hand because those boys, I mean.
And
that's why everything is expensive like this.
And it's like the young girls are now using the Yahoo boys as standard. I think that's what is part of
Yes, now because
problem.
you will see something like show fair Yahoo boy. I mean, I'm mixing Yahoo boy.
And the Yahoo boy will get you everything you need, even to your pad for your monthly period, everything. So
one thing about me is when it comes to this Yahoo boy, I tell you, when I see their girlfriend, I can say,
you will know now.
Because
they have a special uniform.
They have this way of dressing and their hair like
this. Exactly, you will know.
Their hair needs to be sweeping.
You will know now, it's them.
Okay, so
not them.
Boys, I just wash off my hair.
When you see the Yahoo boys in front, you see the
girlfriend at the back. When they are all wearing,
you just know.
They are all wearing Balenciaga. I just wash my hands for them. That their money is not kind of money we're talking about.
No.
We're talking about hand money, hand.
And funny enough, this is not to say that all young girls are like that. That all young girls feel entitled to a man's money. No. But it's just. But I'll still say that like maybe 50%. I'll still say like 50%, or even maybe a little higher. They just feel like it's all about money these days. And that is why those young boys, even those that didn't have the intention of doing Yahoo and all that, they go to good lengths just to get money because they think, they have a mindset that that's how to get the ladies, that's how to get the women, I have to have money
like this, Or if I'm using iPhone, they cannot put up my phone camera. I'm holding it like this, like
iPhone. I don't even know that it was good. Me, I don't even know phone. But some people, as soon as you just bring out phone, they already know it's iPhone 13 Pro Max or it's iPhone. What is all that? So they just go after the wrong things, really.
I tell you.
So having said money now, I think another thing that is a difficult conversation in a relationship is boundaries.
Yes, so setting of boundaries.
Boundaries. To start with, I don't even think a lot of people start. They discuss boundaries before going into a relationship. I don't think a lot of people do that, especially in this part of the world. We don't discuss our boundaries before going into a relationship. So when we now get into the relationship, it becomes a problem because you don't say that, no, this is what I can't take. This is what I can. This is what I can take.
Yeah, but me, I used to feel like before I go into a relationship, let's set a face for friendship because of boundaries. I mean, boundaries to me is very, very spectacular. Let's set the face for friendship. But during the friendship, you know what I want, you know what I do not want, you know what I like, you know what I do not like, you know where no. Don't go through this.
Don't go past this
Don't
at all.
Then before we now get into relationship, from that friendship, we'll be like, can I deal with this girl? Can I deal with this guy? Are you sure we are going to work? Almost she has so much boundaries. I don't think I can fit in for her. And yes, he has so much boundaries. I can't fit in for him. It is during that friendship, okay, let me try. Okay, yes, we can actually work this out. We can actually do this. But I mean, if there is no friendship, if there is not a platter of friendship, especially for boundaries, it can't go too far.
But sometimes the boundaries you set for a friendship is different from the one you set for a relationship.
Yes, but then from friendship, you will know my boundaries for a relationship.
You might not know because the way you relate as friends is different from the way you relate when you are in a relationship. And then it's when you get into a relationship with someone, and you've seen cases of when people are friends and then we are cool, we are doing this, okay, let's just do boy and girl, we are friends, and I'm into piercings. You see me with all my piercings. You like me as a friend. You even follow me to get some piercings and tattoos. But then when we start a relationship, and then it's like, this is your piercings, no. Or I say, okay, I want to get a new piercing, or I want to get a new tattoo, and you're like, is enough? No, I don't want you to. No, you shouldn't. And that is a thing, because you met me with the tattoos and with the piercings, and now we are in a relationship.
Yes. Why you met me with the tattoo and piercing? Does he like it?
That's the funny thing. As friends, he would have liked it. He probably would have even commented you on it. But when you now get into a relationship,
you have to like it during relationship.
It doesn't work like that.
You cannot like it during friendship. I don't like it during excuse me. So why?
It doesn't work like that. So I feel like like what you said, that okay, before you get into a relationship, you like to do friends. So in the friendship, except you're telling me that in the friendship you set out your boundaries that okay, if we're going to move forward in this friendship to relationship level, these are my boundaries.
I mean, every guy that comes to me and tell you, okay, let's be friends, and later I will tell you, see, even in friendship, I like having my space for myself. Don't.
That's part of it.
Don't come into my space. I mean, I feel irritated when you are like, no, please, just leave my space for me. I mean, if you're into a relationship, you still have to know that I still like my space.
Exactly.
You cannot just come into my space anyhow.
That's
and during relationship, I will tell you, please don't call me more than 3 times a day. when we're about to get into a relationship, I will remind you. That's it. That's why I feel like everything boils down on communication.
It's communication, exactly. You have to set your boundaries.
During relationship, I will not allow you to extend the calling time. It has to be 3 times, because maybe because of kind of person I have mood swing. I used to swing. In fact, at time I get tired of it, and I'm like, wait, madam, are you not tired of this? Your mood swing yourself. I mean, you cannot now just because okay, I'm now a guy now. I'm now a man, so I can call her more than 3 times. I mean, when we're friends, I was calling her 3 times, but now let me call her like 4 times. So I'm not going to accept it too.
Exactly, because some people feel that if you are in a relationship, they are entitled to the whole of you, like to your time, to your space, to your everything. So there shouldn't be boundaries in a relationship. There shouldn't be like, oh, I need my space in a relationship because you're already with someone.
Maybe because my kind of person, I'll tell you, babes, I don't go out. I don't like stepping out. I don't like it. I just feel so uncomfortable going out. I'll just tell you, please don't call me more than 3 times. In fact, just send me a good morning and a good night message.
But is that enough?
We are different.
Is that enough?
We are different.
Because you are saying that some people will complain. Like, we're in a relationship and you're not checking up on me.
We are different. As I said that, it all boils down on communication during friendship. So what I can accept during friendship is the same thing I will accept during relationship. And that is why when you and my man and I, we communicate that, okay, babe, this is what I want. Okay, now I understand that we are friends, but these are my boundaries. But I just want to inform you that even when we get so intimate, these are still my boundaries, because this is I'm not changing my person for you. This is the kind of person I am during friendship, and this is the kind of person I will still be even if we eventually get married, okay, getting married we need to adjust.
Yeah, exactly.
But then relationship, I will still be like this. I mean, you can come into my space, but when you in yourself, you don't just come into my space. When you see my reaction, like when you see the energy I'm giving to you, like, this babe wants her space. I should not badge into her space at all.
Okay, but don't you think that sometimes someone can mistake that for that you don't want the person or you don't really love the person? Because if you are in love with someone, you want to be with the person all the time.
I mean, it boils down to the kind of, we are different. But what you like is not what I like. What you like or what you can take in your relationship is not what I can take.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's so different. Me, I'm somebody that, okay, maybe because of my kind of relationship, what we do most is video calls. After video calls is nothing. If you want to talk, it's video. What do because I'm in a long distance relationship. A very long. In fact, that was for long distance. That's what I mean. So I enjoy it.
You enjoy it.
My partner enjoys it too.
Oh wow!
So what we do is video calls.
You are in the minority.
And we enjoy it.
Okay, so sorry to digress, but assuming if your partner, if this relationship of yours, the long distance relationship, if it stops being a long distance relationship, does that mean that you're going to have a problem with that?
We adjust. That is why even long distance relationship, we tell each other, and practically there is nothing I do in a day that my man does not know.
Okay.
So, and we do that because if we eventually now get to start seeing each other every day, how can we get used to each other?
Exactly. How do you get used to each other? Someone you are not used to seeing. You know, you just talk over the phone to a physical presence.
I mean, that is why we tell each other everything. Like, even if I want to, if I'm having headache, it's not headache. You call me. What's wrong with you? Having me, and we tell, because according to us, I mean, for us, we feel like if we tell each other everything, when we start saying, it should not be difficult for us.
I understand that part because it will be difficult because you already know a lot about each other. But I'm talking about being in each other's space because
we will still keep our boundaries. We know each other's boundaries. It's only me. I have a lot of boundaries, and he has gotten used to it. Most times when he calls and like, "Shike, what's wrong?" and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, when you're okay, just let me know." I mean, and that's it. And that's it. Wow. So when I am now myself, now tell me, I don't like the way you acted. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but you know that's it's not my fault. But okay, just tell me so that you can just change. I mean, after you just tell me, can't you do something to boost your mood? And I'm like, I'm trying, like just try harder. I'm not to only him, but then to every other people around me. You know that there are sometimes that you have mood swing, and you just maybe okay now. Let me put an example like you stay with an elderly person. And you're having your moods, of course, and the person maybe you just want to be alone, and somebody just barge into your room.
Yeah.
And it's like, if it's your partner, he knows already, but for outsiders, they don't know. So that is why I feel like if your partner knows your boundary, it is fine. Yes, it is fine that your partner knows your boundary. But dealing with other people, you just have to get used to it.
Yeah. So I think it's important that people discuss boundaries before getting into a relationship, so that when you are in the relationship, it's easier to manage.
Yes.
So I think another thing that constitutes as a difficult conversation in a relationship is talking about your exes or talking about your past experiences. People find that difficult to talk about. And as much as I don't really advocate you blabbing about it, it's not like, you just sit your partner down and say, okay, today I want to tell you about my past relationships or our past experiences. But sometimes the need might arise because something might happen. Like, okay, let's take the place of trauma. Maybe you had a bad experience in your past relationship, and then something comes up while you are in your present relationship, something comes up that leads to your having to talk about your past relationships, like that. So I think that's a difficult one. For me,
I am an advocate of you telling your partner about your past. I am. I mean, yes, you might feel like what's the of you telling them your past is your past, it has gone, you're not that kind of person, or you've moved past it. But I mean, you just have to even if not in detail,
Okay.
just you can just paraphrase. Okay, this is what happened. We have issues with this. We're incompatible and all. I mean, it's not the whole story. It's not the whole 100% story. Even if it's like 50, just inform your partner about okay, this is what happened and all. And I mean, telling your partner about your past is what they advocate for. Yes.
But what if because sometimes I feel like it's not necessary. Like if it's not if it doesn't affect the relationship, why go into it in the first place? Because sometimes when you do this, when not all the time, but sometimes when you do tell, it affects.
Okay, I mean, I've seen a scenario whereby two couples, I mean, they've even gotten married, and something just, I think maybe the ex just surfaced from one place, and the man was like, he didn't tell me about him. If you have told me, okay, the whole story is the man does not, her husband does not know her ex, because she didn't talk about her ex, but they met in the gathering, and one thing led to another. Somebody mentioned the man's wife name, and the ex was the first one to talk about the lady, and the man was like, so after the ex spoke, I was like, why would you be talking about my wife?
Okay.
I was like, oh, she's married, she's your wife, and there are some exes that be like, did she tell you that we had a very smooth relationship, but just one small issue and she broke up and everything. And the man was like, the man could not react to the end, but when he got home, he was like, you should have told me about your past. The way that your ex was talking, I would have defended you, and I would have been able to handle this so well. For a man like me, I just left there angry. Do you get? And he was like, he should have not left there angry. That if his wife had told him about her past and about her ex, he would have, yes. So that's why I feel like, just have to tell you, even if it's not the old detail, things that in one way or the other, they might not even surface in like the next 10 years old.
True.
You can just be like, one small thing will just trigger you. I'm like, so you had this, so you did this, you did that. And that is even, I've read a book too on a girl not having a womb, and she didn't tell her husband.
That is extreme. That is extreme.
And it was the ex that now one way or the other told the husband, like,
that is rather extreme.
So I mean, just be open.
I said that if it does not affect the relationship,
exactly.
but like that kind of situation, it does affect. It does affect.
Either it affects or not. I'm an advocate, please. I feel like always tell your new partners, but if not everything,
well,
things you feel like your partner should know.
You just said that you should know. So it's not everything that you should know. And I think it also depends on who the partner is. And
exactly.
The kind of person the partner is
you have.
So you have to apply wisdom
because
when
of course there's this kind of you can just have this trauma in your new relationship and be like, my ex was not like this, even though you guys are not together. Like, my ex was not like this. It would not treat me like that. And that is where comparison comes in.
Yeah, that's true. But you can't be telling the person you're dating that my ex is not.
No, you yourself. Even just sit down. You're just having kind of trauma and you're just thinking no, my ex will not treat me like this. That's where comparison comes in and to be affecting the relationship. So if not everything, just still okay. Well, I would still advocate that you do what works for you. Exactly, do what works for you.
It does not work for everybody, but you should consider the person you are dating before you go ahead and do that. So I think lastly, one other thing that I think will serve as a difficult conversation in a relationship is expectations. And this is one thing that I also believe that should be it should be discussed before even going into the relationship.
Exactly.
So that this is what I expect of my man, but this is what my man should be, my man should do and all that, and this is what you expect of your woman. So that when we now get into the relationship, there's no clash. You already know what I want, what I expect, and then I know what you want. But most people don't even talk about their expectations, and then when they get into the relationship, it's difficult to. They don't talk about it. It's difficult to talk about, and that is why you find that it's either that one or both partners are cheating because you are not getting your expectations from the relationship, so you get it elsewhere. So, what's your take about this?
Expectations in relationship, man. See, me, I always say it. Maybe because it works for me.
Okay.
Always give this platter of friendship. Even if it's like 6 months of friendship before you go into a relationship. Because this is where you will say, because how will I put it? There are these goals. I have my goals.
Yeah.
My man has his goals. Exactly. It's our goals in life. During friendship, talk about these things. Babe, these are my goals. These are my aims. This is what I want to do in the next 3 years. This is what I'm expecting from you as my man. Support me. Okay, yes, my woman, this is what I do. I want your support. If not your 100%, at least 50% of your support should be given to. These are my goals, I mean, there are people that the man wants to travel out, and the woman is not saying reasons why she should travel out.
Exactly.
The lady wants to, be so elaborate, and the man is saying, no, I like it soft and gentle. Your goals are not aligned.
They are not.
So that is why you have to be able to speak out as friends. Okay, yes, that it's not just your friend. This is somebody you want to at least let's say spend the rest of your life with. So I mean, I was going to say that goals and aims for both partners needs to be weighed because your other partner can be someone that likes it soft and gentle, and the other partner will be, I want to do this, like she's this elaborate person. So that is why I'm saying that it all boils down to communication in a relationship and setting goals together. Make sure your goals align before relationship, and of course it's from friendship that goes into relationships. So when we both know our goal, when we both know our goals in friendship, like, okay, in fact you be the one reminding your partner, like, we've not achieved this.
Like an accountability partner.
Exactly. So, but that's what I want to
expectations. Yeah. And I think in the place of expectations, in a relationship, is also where habits come in. That is another difficult conversation. It's something that comes up in relationships. It's something that I feel like people should have discovered. Though sometimes, you might not discover these things until you are in the relationship.
I was going to say that.
Yes, but yes. I know for a fact that some people have divorced because of toothpaste, because you are pressing from here, or the toilet seat.
You eat.
Or even toilet seat, you leave the seat. But meanwhile, I like the seat on, So those are some of the things that you discuss. Do you brush your teeth in the night? Like, do you use antiperspirant? Some people will be like, I can't use antiperspirant, it will cause cancer, and you'll be smelling all over the place. These are things that, that I believe that people are supposed to discuss because when they now get into it, they won't want to say it. Their boyfriend will be smelling, especially those Yahoo boys. They always, I don't know how their girlfriends do it. I just don't know. Once they pass you like this, you will want to faint. You will stagger.
Mad. I'm going to say that in this
with all the money they are making
in this era. No. So let me tell you something about that. I said that the other time I said I wash my hand for Yahoo guys. See, when you are not earning with your hard earn, you will not know the value.
Well, hard earn, no, is it not?
No, hey, hard earn the whole. See, it is when you are making your own money, you know that yes, I need to buy my deodorant. See, they only make money to waste. That's when you see that when they cash out like this, club yarning after
or they enter eatery. 10 of them will enter the eatery at the same time.
Or they go and dye their hair.
Yeah, they'll not be doing rubbish, doing like
So when it comes to habits, for people that are in genuine relationship, not this Yahoo relationship.
Yes,
genuine friendship and relationship. Genuine friendship and relationship. You need to talk about your habits. Me, everybody know. Smell nice.
You have to. You don't even have, it doesn't have to be a personal one. If you want to smell nice, if you don't want to smell nice for your sake, smell nice for the sake
even if
the
it's
other
armpit
person.
spray, even if it's
Christ
not roll on,
sake.
armpit spray, just spray it. See, habit is a though at times. So when I see like this person divorced this person because he or she is pressing toothpaste from the middle, it's not pressing from
That
down
is a thing.
or
It's a
from
thing.
the up. I feel like I think I'm in your shoes.
It's a thing, no.
How my partner be pressing?
Why will you be pressing from the middle? For why?
Close
Why?
No,
You know
why?
why?
Why? Or you finish eating and you know some
Or
of
you
your
don't flush
food,
the toilet.
or if you just or why eating your food is dropping, please why
Eating like someone can take you to a nice
you're not
restaurant.
giving
Doing soundtrack with your mouth. Like what is that?
why? No, men, ladies, tell me why you need to be no why.
Oh, you are
Or
eating
tell
with
me
all
why
your,
you
with
are
your 10 fingers. You are eating with your 10 fingers, using 2 hands with.
or
Why?
your cutlery is
Making noise.
show
You
me
eat
that
and
thing.
crunch.
Do you get it? So habits, I bet talk about your habits before going
It's
into
a big one.
relationship.
And
It's a big one for me.
I think
or you just come in, just pull your slippers. Can't you arrange it? So don't you change my don't man show what's scattered. You know,
taking something and not
swinging
putting
your
it
clothes
where
up and
you
down,
took it from.
you know, rolling the tissue anyhow. Man, it's a big deal for me. Especially that
It
smell.
is, oh.
That one
That-
is
that-
even number one for me. Number
It is,
one
it
for
is,
me.
it is.
Or standing up in the morning and your best spread is pack it one side. Even if you will not lay it immediately. Pack it, let it be one side. At least the other beds are free. So for me, habit is a very big deal though, because I cannot now go out with you. You will not be oozing.
Abi?
Why?
Oozing.
No, why?
No
Why?
matter how much money you have, no matter
Why?
what you want to spend or
Your
whatever.
smell.
Your smell is a
Do you
no-no.
know that
It's
smell
a-
attracts people?
It's a no-no.
Your smell
yes, now,
attracts
exactly.
people because they'll be like, I can smell this particular.
Yeah,
Where's
so
where is
nice
it
and,
coming
you know.
from? And some people will compliment like, excuse me, you're smelling so nice. So
Yeah.
when they compliment me, I'm like, I'm smelling like this, I have money. Yeah.
Smelling like
And
$1 million bucks.
And I feel like how much I even buy this spray?
Abi.
Even with spraying for tooth, even with armpits, even with
Is it
body
not,
spray.
is it not 200 or something? They are selling perfume oil on the beggar
Thank you.
page
Just
or
do
something.
like this.
You know,
That's
just buy like 5, mix it.
That's
Don't put them into your body.
worry.
Just
Just
look nice.
smell
Even
nice.
if you don't have money in your
And the
pocket,
odor
smell nice.
from your mouth should be palatable.
Ah, yes, that's another one.
Should be palatable. Enjoy. Don't come and be smelling like
That's another one.
like sports fish.
I'm
I'll be
telling
sports pomo.
You know,
Will not be ooze. I'm like,
I understand that.
You know, like,
Sometimes even if you
I
brush your
can
teeth
hear
and you've not spoken for a while, you know, it's possible that
But
you're.
you-
But you
you
can
know
have a peppermint in your bag, or even spray.
Or
There's
chew
great
gum,
nice that you can
chew
even spray
something.
or chew something. You know,
but then do you know
not that you just open your mouth like, and oh god.
But
The
the
person,
person
the person is not even hearing what you're saying. You know that kind of. The person is not hearing.
But then, in as much as we say all this, I feel like there's still some relationship whereby the guy cannot tell the lady.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's
So,
qualified as a difficult conversation.
Yeah, so they can't
tell their
to
spouse.
advise them now that if you cannot tell your spouse that you are smelling, let me tell you, for the next 6 months, all your gifts should be what is affecting the person.
But you can gift the person.
All your
It's
gifts
the one
for
thing
next
for you
6
to
months.
gift the person is another thing for the person to use it.
Let me tell you something. If this particular guy is smelling, I'll be giving you body spray and perfume. If I now eventually
If you don't use them,
wait now, maybe one day, we now jam. We now, okay, it's my guy now. We now want to go out. Now me go bring the spray. Oh, Nipa Minta, smell nice, shanu me. Yes, and that's what I can do. I'm going to spray it on your body by force, by fire. You have to just smell nice.
it's a serious thing, though, because I even see people
And
who are married.
If it is your mouth, I'll be giving you chewing gum. I'm telling you.
You will tire now.
Babe,
Especially if the person does not realize. Because I don't know why people who
and
do
this
that or who have those things don't realize.
to guys. Oh, guys are so reluctant.
That's the thing now. As
Guys
a wife,
naturally.
how will you? Yeah, exactly. How will you
I
tell?
will be spraying my husband clothes if it happens to me. I'll be spraying it every month. Babe, come. I said, good night. God be with you. You are making good ends today. You are going to make money. God is going to help you. I'm going to be scarabushing and be spraying. Oh, come emotion, libra, libra. Because what? You have to go and smell nice for them.
You know?
Because you have to do it. Our house like this. You come and be okay. How is it even going to look when I'm smelling nice and feeling? I'm like,
exactly.
So
They will
for
not be
you
people
for you
go
the outside,
you know?
I'm going to believe bro. We have to do it together. We have to be sainting the saints. That is just how to do. But I'm going to advise you people that your men are oozing. All your gift for the in fact this dirty December, give him spray.
Give him spray. Give him
If it's not roll on, give him
toothpaste.
Yes.
Mouthwash.
Give it to
You
him.
know, they can guard you before they
like
leave the house.
That perfume everybody, I mean, use it. Like, no, let's use it.
And I like the way it smell on you.
Yes, so use it. That is how to. Those conversations, the guy can take it.
That's the thing, you know, and
that's
that's
why
why
play
around, you know,
like
people can't tell
play.
other people that they are smelling
Yes.
because they feel like,
Or like
they don't want to
like,
hurt the person.
or funny enough, or another way I feel jokingly, I cannot look at this kind of spray, but boom, they play. You be like, stop it now. Baby, stop with it. I'm wasting. Oh no, mom,
Me.
Chalo, let's waste it.
Oh my God.
These things are funny enough, we're laughing about them, but
There are serious issues, though. I see some people smelling and I'm wondering, like, and they have partners. How are they living? They're actually living with somebody.
I was going home from Oba. I got very late. I left the office very late that day. You see this boy, what's the name of this shoe? Not baking stock. It says this Oba, not even Crocs. Forgotten the name of this shoe. It was mad. Unknowing to me that he was even going to sit next to me in the tricycle. He sat down. In fact, I brought out my phone and I'm like, oh my God, this guy is so clean, but he's smelling like a beans. I posted it on my status. I'm not gonna lie, on my status I posted it.
And he was looking clean.
My face is airport. In the smell, I posted on my status like I had traffic on my status that day. In fact, people that were selling all this body spray, they that she can't fat. Tell the boy that your sister said. I wish I could
talk to him.
If you see what he wear for leg, I forgot the name of this shoe. Brooks!
He wear Brooks.
Mad bro. If you see the under, like I see Brooke, I don't say.
So it's not like he can't afford to buy a perfume or something.
Like I was looking at it was even the Brooks I bought. Mad Brooks. See his hairline. You know somebody's clean and sweet.
Clean and smell.
I didn't know he was going to sit beside me. I took out my phone and I'm like, this guy is so clean and really smell like now locust beans I used straight because it was smelling like a locust beans.
Can you imagine?
Thing. In fact, it brings me that I had to call my younger one like, what are they doing? This guy clean. Oh no, the Bible will get up. I said it. No, because I was admiring him. I didn't know it was going to sit with me.
Okay.
I didn't even know it was going to take a tricycle. Well, you're fine, no need to. But what Brooke says, it was wearing checkers. For you to know that, more that, but boy, you know, fine, he was wearing checkers. Well, I said, it's a big issue. It's a very big one. I don't know how we can really talk about it in the relationship that the other party will not get angry at all.
Yeah.
Why? Even if it is jokingly.
But I
just
think the what you said about being friends with someone before you go into a relationship, I think that would really go a long way, you know. Because then when you are friends, you can really talk about anything and then you can just
not shy.
Be using this or you can just say okay.
Or you tell me let's be using the same body spray now. Maybe we are friends. So
because I know for a fact that some people don't use. Come to think of it, you don't even use antiperspirant. You can't use perfume now. I know some people don't use antiperspirant because they say it causes cancer and all that. But then you can use perfume. You can use perfume. You can use deodorant.
I tell you, but they'll tell you, Roland, give me bombs.
Exactly. So use
spray.
Deodorant. Use spray. Use perfume. Use oils.
I mean, if you have, I've said it, communication. being friends.
Yes.
Be able to say it jokingly, playfully, and every other thing. And of course, if you have sense, I said it once in friendship, twice. The third time, scared for her to be emphasizing on this particular thing. I mean, let me take a look at myself.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not taking it the wrong way because that most people they will be offended.
Yes. But then in the relationship, people like I don't want to offend him. I don't want to offend him.
I don't want to say it. That's what happens. So, and I feel the stage of friendship is the same as dating, right? Yeah. You know, that's where dating comes.
That's where dating comes.
Because I know some people confuse dating with a relationship. Like when they say you're in a relationship, you're dating. No. When you're dating, it's even possible for you to be dating 10 people at the same time because at the stage of dating, you are still searching, you are still looking to see that okay, you are not sure. Exactly, you are just looking to see that okay, will this work with this person, will this work, and you are just trying out different. But when you are in a relationship,
we are tasting different soup.
Yes, you know which one is sweet or which one will work. But when you are in a relationship, you know that okay, I'm facing this now. So some of these things, it's just better to iron them out at that stage. Although I know for a fact that it's not everything. It's not everything that you catch.
No.
You will not catch everything at that friendship stage. So you still have to have some difficult conversations when you are in a relationship. And then, every relationship should even have difficult conversations because it helps to bond.
Just need to be true.
Yes, it helps to bond the relationship and it helps to strengthen the relationship and it also builds trust between two people that okay, this person, I can tell this person anything.
Of course.
I can talk to this person. It's not everybody. Some people are in relationships, they can't even talk to their partners.
And they talk to their friends.
They talk to their friends.
No, I'm saying that
somebody else, they can't talk to their partner because they feel like I can't tell him, I don't know how to take it. And it's not supposed to be. If you're in a relationship with someone and you can't talk to the person, like really have a heart to heart talk. So what's the point? Are you just in it for sex? Why don't you just have a
your friend? That's one thing.
Yeah.
Date your friend, date your best friend, date your talking partner, whereby you can say anything. Like me, for example, I can say anything to my man, anything. During my downtime, my after, I'm so open to him.
That's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be someone you can talk to, someone a shoulder to lean on, someone who will not judge you.
You get it.
You can say anything and you will not be judged. It's your no judgment zone.
At all.
Your comfort zone that okay, wow, this is home. This is someone I can be at home with.
So and that you will not it's not someone that you will not tell him you will not hear it.
Exactly. That you not hear somewhere else that
well matured, and that's why age is not just by maturity.
No, age is not maturity. Age is not maturity at all.
Somebody that you are so open-minded to that can take everything in, and now it will now start telling you, okay, you should have gone like this, you should have done it like this, you should have been in this way, in this manner, and every other thing. So I just want to say communication. Maybe I think the way I'm emphasizing on communication is because it works well with me.
Yeah, it's really key.
My man is somebody that I tell everything. We tell each other everything. But they won't want our toilet. I'm going to the toilet.
I'm gonna take a shit.
He knows everything about me, so why not? So having a sweet and mature partner too, whereby you understand each other, works.
Goes a long
way. For difficult stuff like it works. It really does work. So
guys, you've heard it all. Difficult conversations are not things that are bad in a relationship. They're actually good for a relationship because it helps to strengthen the bond and it helps to draw the partners closer and also create trust. Yes. So if you have enjoyed this video, why don't you click the like button and also subscribe so that you can be getting notifications for our future videos. And my guest will be saying bye to you now.
Bye guys.
Bye.